All right, hey guys, welcome to lesson 2 from Unit 3, Animation and Games. We're going to work on today looking at how do we plot shapes, or how do we determine where things should be on a gaming screen while we're starting to program. So today's lesson is going to be plotting shapes, and you're going to see a lot of familiar things going on in this particular lesson. I've changed it a little bit because it was supposed to be a partner exercise, and unfortunately that makes it really difficult to do when we're doing distance learning. So I wanted to walk you through a really quick way on what we're going to be working on in this particular one. So when you get into code.org, you're going to go to the lesson 2, and I want you to just quickly click on the drawing shapes here, number 2, the second bubble, because we're actually going to be working in this bubble. And then you will have already downloaded the link, or you will download the activity guide that you're going to be using to complete this as well. So you're going to be working in bubble 2, and then you're going to also be working with this particular activity guide where you're going to tell me the coordinates that are necessary in order to plot, or if I wanted to create this particular image. So I think the best way to get to understand how images are plotted in the gaming app is to actually try to create this image in bubble 2, the plotting, here. You're going to try and create this image here, and then go back and fill in all of the coordinates. So and as you've noticed here, I've already started with the first one, where this is the first thing I would put would be a red circle. So a red circle, and I would place it at the XY coordinate of 100 and 100. What I want you to notice is that when you're looking at coordinates and plotting in Game App, it actually, the coordinates work very similar to XY that you're used to in math. You just have to look at where the axis is. So the top left is actually the 0, 0 axis. And then we go across, we get higher, and we go down, we get higher. And note that the actual Game Lab in Bubble 2 is a 400 by 400 screen. So when you go into Bubble 2, you're going to notice that it's blank. And this is done on purpose, because in a Game Lab, we don't actually see the grid that's behind everything. But when we're plotting and we're trying to determine where we want to put things, it is helpful to put the grid on. So you can actually put that grid on to help you understand where things are going to go. And if you notice, I can actually move my cursor around to give me the XYs. So you're going to work with that and fill in that worksheet. And then you can, when you hit run, it's going to allow you to then choose the color that you want to use and the shape. And as you notice, it's the top left corner is the coordinate link for those particular shapes. So if I wanted to put my blue square there, it's that top left corner. Or for something different, if I wanted to use, say, a red circle, I could grab the red circle. And if you notice here where my mouse cursor is, the actual coordinates is directly in the center of the circle. So that's that's how you determine your coordinates. So here you can change colors. We can go to black and white. You can hit the reverse or the undo if you need to finish that. So you're going to go through this exercise, try to recreate this picture, and then you're going to fill in the box here for the color, the shape, and the coordinates that make up that picture. And again, you're going to do the same for the next image here. Pay attention to the order in which these need to be placed. So if something is behind it, that would mean it would be placed ahead of the object on top of it. And then at the very end, you're going to take these coordinates and plug them into the actual grid here, and then you're going to take a screenshot of the image that you come up with. And that's what you're going to be handing in for this particular assignment.